Hey there, the Pen Inspiration Hub here. I'm pretty excited to have received my Fry Energy Miner, and I'm going to take you through a tutorial on how to set this up. Let's get straight into the video. So what you're going to need first is to download an application that is called ECOWITT, right? So this is a free application that you can download from your app store. So in my case, you see that I've already downloaded this application. So when you've already downloaded this, just click on open. Now, when the ECOWITT application opens, so in my case, you can see that I already have two Fry miners that are running. That's why you can already see the data that is currently being transferred on my app. If you've not used this before, yours should look empty. All you're going to have to do is to click on the three bars that you have at the top here to go to the menus. And under the menus, you're going to go to My Devices. So like I said in the beginning, in my case, I already have two of these running. That's why you can already see that I have some devices populated here. All you're going to have to do is to click on Add New Devices. Now then at this stage, you're going to select the miner that you have. So mine, the gateway, is the fifth one that I have here. So I'm just going to click on this, and then I'm going to go to Wi-Fi provisioning. And then at this stage, all you're going to have to do is to plug in your miner, and so plug in both the gateway and the plug, or the energy plug, right? So here, to be sure that the miner or the gateway, specifically the gateway, is ready to be paired, you should see a red light that is blinking very rapidly. If you do not see this red light that is blinking very rapidly, all you have to do is to press on the reset button for 5 times until you see the light blinking red. So if it's blinking red, what you have to do is to go into your wireless network and to look for a network that is starting with GW1 something. So what is very important here is that you have to make sure that you turn off your mobile network. So I'm just going to turn off my mobile network, and I'm going to go into my wireless settings. So I'm going to click here, go to my wireless network, and as you can see, I have a network that is called GW1200 something. So I'm going to select this one. So this network is not going to provide you internet. So your phone might prompt you, are you sure you want to connect to this network, because it has no internet connection. So I'm connected to this network, and you can see I have a pop-up here asking me for options. I'm just going to click on this, and I'm going to tell my phone to connect to the network anyway by choosing yes. And then all what we're going to have to do here is to click on operation completed, and I'm going to click on next, and then this should look for the device. Now, in order for the application to be able to communicate with the device, you're going to have to allow your location. So I'm just going to allow this while using the app, and then the device is going to start searching. And then at this stage, what we're going to have to do, you can see that it tells us to add this to our router. We're going to have to scan our networks, right? So you got two ways that you can do this. Either you can input your wireless name directly here, or you can choose scan to scan the network. So I just chose scan, and at this stage, I'm just going to choose my home internet network. So I'm just going to select this, right? You can scroll to select which one you want to use, and then just press confirm. What is important, make sure you do not select a 5G router, because this is going to work on a 2.4 gigahertz router. So I'm going to click on confirm here, and then at this stage, I'm going to put in my wireless password. So after you have put in your wireless password, just click on submit. Then the application is going to try to connect to your gateway. So you can see the first time it's connecting to the gateway, this is check, and then you get a notification that gateway setup is successful. Please switch to your home network in order to be able to make the process work completely. So you can either click on this to switch, or you can also just go to your wireless network and switch to your home network. So now I have connected back to my home network, and I'm going to go back to the ECOWITT application. So I'm just going to open this again, go back, and it says that can you confirm that you have connected to your home network? So I have connected this, so I'm going to click on confirm, and then you can see that it's registering it. So you verified the gateway, it's registering the gateway, and the data is currently being uploaded. So this is the data uploading in 22 seconds. So I'm just going to wait a few seconds for this to be done. So this was very, very quickly. So all the 5 marks are checked. So it means that the gateway is ready to be worked with. I'm just going to click on view online data. And then you can see that this is the data that I'm currently extracting from my gateway. So this is technically an indoor miner, right? So that's why you still see temperature and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. We just want to use this as a portal to get data from our energy miner in order to be able to connect this to the Fry backend. So after this, you're going to click on the 3 dots that you see at the top right section, and then you're going to select add sub device. And then when I click on this, you see that I have 2 sub devices that I can choose. So I know that the one that I want to add is the one that is on the left. So I'm just going to click on that one to add the smart plug. And then it gives you the next instructions. So the following setups would allow you to enter the pairing mode. So after plugging in the power supply and starting up the device, hold the bottom key for 5 seconds. At this time, the blue lights would start flashing blue. So I'm just going to do this now. So my blue light is flashing blue, which means that the device is ready to be paired. So I'm just going to select the device as in pairing mode. And then the device or the application is going to try to connect to the plug. And now the application is going to try to connect to the plug. So you can see that tips, it says that the device has been added successfully. I'm just going to press confirm. And then you can see that my energy miner is currently online. So you can see there's currently nothing plugged to it. That's why it looks idle. I'm just going to plug a device in to show you how this would look if the energy miner is actually working. So I have now plugged in a device into the plug. I'm just going to turn this on by pressing the power button. And then it tells me if I want to do this with a duration, I'm just going to keep this always on. Press confirm. And then now the device is on. So that's it. From this aspect, you can basically check into the logs to see anything that is happening with the device, to check in your electricity activity and stuff like that. So from a device setup perspective, we are done here from the app. What we're going to have to do now is to go into the ECOWITT website to generate an API key. And then with this API key, we can connect the smart energy or the energy miner to the Fry backend. Now, what we're going to have to do here is to come to ECOWITT.net, and then when you are here, just log in with the user email address and the password that you used when you were setting up the device on your phone. When you're successfully logged in, this is how your dashboard should look like. I mean, in my case, it looks a bit busy because, like I said, I already have 2 gateways that are running. If you want to see the new gateway that we added, so in my case, because I have 3, I can just click on the drop down menu here, and I can just go to my energy miner, and then currently you see the data being generated from my energy miner. So this is a bit funny because the energy miner itself is communicating through the gateway. So that in the gateway itself is an indoor air quality miner, and that's why you still see some readings about outdoor, indoor, and stuff like that. But don't worry about it. The most important one that we are looking for is the first one that we need here, which is currently the smart plug, right? So currently you can see how much my daily consumption is, how much my monthly consumption is, how much power is currently being used, and also what the voltage of the device is. Now what we're going to have to do now is to register our gateway or our energy miner to the Fry console. So to do this, just come to the Fry Foundation website, and then under hardware resources, you go to registration, and then you come down to energy miner. And then over here, you see that there are some sections that we're going to fill. So your username, your first name, your last name, email address, outbound address, order number, and stuff like that. Now there are 2 parameters that are very, very important. We're going to need the miner MAC address, and then we're going to need an API key. Now the miner MAC address and the API key, we're going to gather this information from the ECOWITT dashboard. So now just go back to your dashboard and then click on the bars here, and then go to devices. Now under devices, you're going to see your MAC address. So currently I have 3 gateways that are running, like I told you, but I know that the energy miner is what I called energy miner. In the case that yours has a different name, you can also just click on the blue button here, and then you can rename your device to whatever that you want it to be. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to copy my MAC address, and I'm going to save this MAC address somewhere. And then now we're going to generate the API key. To generate the API key, just hover your mouse over the icon here and choose user profile. Now under user profile here, we're going to create an API key, right? So just click on the create button down here, and then you're going to give this a label. So I'm just going to call this energy miner, right? And then what we want to create is an API key. Very, very important. There could also be an option to create an application key. For instance, if you are doing this with a weather station, you would need both an application key and an API key. But for the energy miner, all we need is an API key. So I'm just going to click on API key here, and I'm going to click on save. And then currently we have our API key, we have our MAC address, so we can go into the Fry Foundation website and fill in the form. So I've put in my email address, and then for the outbound address, you can just, if you do not have one, you can just use the Para wallet to create a new wallet and just put in your wallet address here. And then you put in the order number that you use when you ordered the device for the first time on the Fry website, your miner MAC address that we copied from the ECOWITT dashboard, and also very, very important, the API key. And the last but not the least, you need to upload a picture of your miner. So just take a picture of your miner and then upload this here. And then when you're done, just click on I'm not a robot, and then click on submit. So if everything goes through, you should see a confirmation that thank you for registering your miner. The setup could take up to 7 days. So if you do not see any rewards for the first day, just be a bit more patient. And what is very, very important is that just make sure that you have at least 10 algro in your wallet. So this is very, very little. $1 should be even more than sufficient, and that you have also added your Fry crypto to your Argon wallet. That's it for this video. I hope I was able to help you out in setting up your energy miner. Unfortunately, I had to record this about 10 times because my application was shutting down each time, but at least I hope I could help you a bit in setting up yours. If you do have any questions, please put this in the comment section and I'm very happy to help you out. Thanks again. Like the video, subscribe to my channel for new videos like this. See you in the next one. Bye.